Hi and welcome. We're the Weasley sisters. I'm Jessica, also known as Naturally Nitty. And this is episode 258.
And I'm Allena, also known as Starness. And um, this is our podcast. I'm not going to say bi-monthly because it's been like a month. So we suck, and we're back,
Well,
hopefully.
life has been crazy, as you all know, I'm sure.
Yeah. So, but we figured we should probably podcast so you guys have something to watch.
Yeah.
And here we are.
So
So,
grab your knitting, pull up a chair, and craft along with us.
yeah.
So, do you have? I have Mojo. I'm going to share my Mojo while you're doing your thing right there.
Okay, I have Mojo too, but I got to get it to come here.
Oops, I just so last month I decided to crochet an Afghan or a Lapghan for Meals on Wheels, which I work for. They hand out blankets to people who need them. So I made a bunch of squares and then I crocheted it together using the cool joining method that Alina uses on her cool blankets. Um, and there it is.
That turned out really nice.
It's actually a lot bigger than a Lapghan size. It turned out to be 64. It like fit it would probably fit the top of a twin bed. I gave it to them anyways. They said they'd find someone to give it to. But I really do love
Someone tall, I hope.
yeah, I really do love that joining method. It's so easy and it's like you're not sewing things together, you're just crocheting and it goes so speedy and fast. Um, I still have more of that yarn left. It was just the pound of love that I had bought. Oops, that's upside down. From Joann's when I was going to make our cozy couch cushion cozies for our old couch that was like falling apart, but then we got rid of it. So I have tons of the yarn. So I'll probably make another one because both Chloe and Truben wanted that blanket, but I was like, no, I'm donating this because I haven't really done too much charity knitting. And I thought it was about time. So anyways, so that's the one thing I did. The other thing I finished was not in knitting or crochet. So that's all my mojo for that.
Um, I have to get pictures too because um, my finished objects are these baby socks.
Oh, there way. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, I remember seeing the pictures on him.
Actually, um,
You had
it's really hard to take pictures of baby feet.
a
Um, I finished them for detention because I can't even knit baby socks in a month. So yeah. Um.
That's okay.
Anyways, that's my only mojo.
Good.
That's it. I suck totally.
So moving on.
Yeah. This
So
is going to be a really quick one, I think.
I started a hitchhiker this month.
Oh, I have a special guest. I can show you the socks.
Oh, you could show us the special guest.
A special guest.
He's so chunky.
This is Aspen. Say
You
hi,
know,
buddy.
you can't hear me because you got earbuds in. He's so cute.
So he had wearing them. He had his shop yesterday, so he's a little cranky. But he's not cranky.
No, he's happy today.
Maybe. Hey, hey,
Hey, Grandma. Or what are you going to have him call you? Grandma?
grandma.
Gigi? Just kidding. Hi. Ask.
I don't know if he can see
Probably not.
because it's like really small because I have it like
Off
over
to the
to the
side.
side.
Oh, okay.
But he's chilling. Okay, put that down. I'll give it back to him. Thanks. All right. So, anyways, those are my only mojos.
That's fine. Okay.
Yeah. Wait,
I-
works in progress.
I started a hitchhiker.
Oh, another one.
Well, I was doing a trillion. I still
Oh,
am,
that's right.
But that one, the Trillion, is like lace weight, hand spun, and it's taking a while. And it was my like, I'm done with my projects for classes, and it's been going on for like months and months kind of
Yeah.
project that like you just
Well,
work on once in a while.
it is lace weight after all.
But it's, I mean, it's growing, but anyways, I set that aside and started this. I did one of those things on Facebook, um, where you post a thing and the first four people to comment
Oh yeah, I saw
on
that.
your post, you do something nice for them. So I'm making this for someone. Um,
That's cool.
yeah, um, I'm
You're like way nicer than me.
I just like to knit and I like mindless knitting, and the hitchhiker is pretty mindless. So
Yeah.
I think especially in these times with everything going on, I can't do complex. Like it's my whatever. So like especially because a lot of things are on Zoom and like video calls and stuff like that. Like I don't have to go anywhere, so I can just sit and knit while I'm talking to people and stuff. So it's been my project that I just work on. Anyways, so that's what I'm doing. It's yeah, it's pretty far along already. I don't know how many. Do you just like go until you're done? I forgot.
You can, or you can do the actual 42 piece. It's
Okay.
up to you. Most people just go until they're done. Actually, I think there's like a percentage that you are supposed to figure out.
But the
It
last
says in the pattern.
But the last row, like it doesn't have little teeth on the like the end, does it? It's just on the one side.
Yeah.
Okay, I have the pattern. I just haven't looked at it. Anyways, so that's all I'm working on right now.
So my works in progress are something that I started a month ago, or at the beginning of the month. Um, some socks. Bella, we went to the Midwest Fiber Frolic. I don't remember when it was. February maybe, before all of this happened.
Before Corona.
Yeah. So, and Bella picked out this yarn. Um,
That's fun.
see if you can see it. And I started socks. So the yarn is called Eye of Sauron from, sorry, Black Cat Fibers, which they are actually from Milwaukee.
Oh, cool.
And that's where the Fiber Frolic was. Um, so it's a merino nylon. So she picked it out. She really liked it. Wound it into a ball, and it looks really cool, like the colors and everything. Like if you like oranges and reds and yellows, which I do not, but she does. So it looks really good. And so I'm knitting her socks, and I'm just doing like a mistake kind of, not a mistake, like a broken rib kind of pattern because I wanted some sort of pattern. So that's what I've been working on. Um, somewhat, not really. Like my knitting mojo is like bye bye. Like I don't have it. Like I didn't turn in my quarter mission. I didn't finish that. I didn't finish my owl. I didn't. I barely had time to do. I didn't hardly do a class. I don't think I even turned these in for partial credit. But anyway, yeah,
It's okay.
I like suck big time. Like I told you, it took me like longer than a month to knit a baby pair of baby socks.
And that's okay.
So yeah, but that's all my actual whip. Like I should be working on a baby blanket for the Silver and Sunshine Committee.
Hmm.
Um, but like I messaged the lady who was having a baby and she never got back to me. So I like to like have confirmation on the address before I mail it.
Yeah.
But it's been like months. So I think I might email her or message her again and see if she actually wants it, which I think she would because she filled out the form. So
Hmm.
but yeah, so I should be working on a baby blanket, but like I said, I have no mojo.
And that's okay.
So yeah. But anyways, that's all my like knit and crochet with.
All right. You spin me right round. Got
Oh,
any
I do.
spinning?
Yeah, actually, I do. So I haven't been spinning. I hadn't been spinning for a while, and then I picked up the wheel. Picked up the wheel. Just kidding. I um decided I wasn't going to finish my order mission, so I picked up some fiber that I got. One of the swaps, I think it might have been Slytherin or something else, but I picked up some fiber that I got. It was hand dyed by that person, and I did the Julian. It was hand dyed Falkland. The Jillian Moreno sample along. I was gonna do for my order mission, but I didn't do my order mission, so I decided just to spin it for class. And so I split up the braid of fiber into 4, and then you're supposed to spin it 4 different ways. It was really fun to do. And I guess she's doing another one. I have to go on her Instagram and see. So this was the braid of fiber.
It's pretty.
And so I split it into 4. Sorry, I keep moving it the wrong way. And then I spun it. So you're supposed to spin it as is. So that's this little mini skein. There we go. Sorry. And I didn't write down how much yardage I got, but I put it in my not in my show notes, in my Ravelry notes of the yardage. So this was my as is, and then you were supposed to spin it flipped. So you take the fiber, split that part in half, and then spin it flipped, and then ply it. So like it kind of is more stripy. It's kind of hard to see on the screen, but you can tell the difference for real in person. Mm-hmm. And I think it's the colors because it's like blues and purples, and they don't photograph really easily.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I did that one. So I spin it flipped, and then you were supposed to do a fractal spin, which is this one, and it turned out really nice. Let's see if I can get the colors to show. Maybe. Anyway, so the fractal turned out nice. And then the last one is a combo draft spin. So it's kind of like you take the fiber and you split it, and then you just like draft it together, like combine it and draft it. And this is what it turned out. And it turned out really nice.
I haven't heard.
Well. She talks about it on her blog, the Jillian Moreno blog.
Yeah.
But she's doing another spin along, I guess. I have to go look at her blog and see what it is. But it was fun. And so then this is the one that I spun. Like I haven't washed them yet or anything, but they turned out really nice. Let's see if I can show you close up the differences. It's kind of hard to see on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
But in real life, you can kind of tell the difference. And I think if I like knit or crochet with them, you'll definitely tell the difference. I'm debating like, I don't know what I would knit with it. Like Lala from the Knit Girls, she did like a scarf with them, and you could really see the difference in them. Okay. So maybe I'll do something like that. I don't know. I've been playing around with like blanket squares. I haven't decided yet though.
Be fun.
But that's what I was spinning. So that like got me like, oh, I really missed spinning.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
So I then not pulled out my wheel, but like I then got my wheel and I finished a bobbin of my Cormo. Nice. So I have 2 bobbins, and I'm doing a 3-ply of this bobbin for my sweater. I don't know. I kind of decided I might knit a different sweater with it, but anyway. And I started another bobbin. So I've been spinning like somewhat, not always, but I have been spinning, and I really like it.
Fun.
So yeah, that is my spinning. Do you have any spinning?
I do. I took, actually I should show you the pictures of the before. From Angel Locks Fiberworks. I got it when we went and did a show. Actually, the Shenandoah Valley, when I had my shirt on.
Yeah. Cool.
Anyway, that festival, she was across from your booth, and I bought 2 different gradient bats from her, or roving. They weren't bats. I lied. Rovings. Uh,
Yeah.
I have a picture somewhere. Um, one was natural color and one was like greens and blues. Why the heck did I just went past? Here we go. So that's what the bats look like before.
Oh yeah. They
Not
look like,
bats. Why do I keep saying bats? Oh my
because
gosh.
she makes them on her commercial drum carder and then pin drops them, like
Yeah, they're
basically.
like roving, but it's really nice to spin.
Yeah,
It's Floridale.
yeah. It's
F-
because she does it on bat. She does it on a carder, a huge carder.
well, and it's not like braided up like how
Right,
regular top is, like
right.
you think of roving or whatever. Anyways,
Yeah.
and then I just spun each one as a single, and then I plied them together, and I really like how it turned out. It's like this light to dark.
Yeah, I really like it.
It reminds me, and I think why I did it was because that one rainbow cowl thing you spun and
Oh
knit.
yeah, yeah,
It's like kind of, this reminds me, you had like a neutral and then the colors with it. But I really
yeah.
like
It's fun to do that.
um so yeah,
But I did that bulky, like sun. What weight is that?
so this is more like a thicker fingering weight. It's like 800 and some odd yards um out of 8 ounces. So
Oh, that's cool.
like sock weight, 400 yards per whatever. But yeah, but I really like it. I think it's fun. I was thinking some sort of like square or circle thing, so like you could like see it. Um,
Like from the center out, or would you want it like from end to end?
no, from the center out, I think that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be.
Or not. I don't know. It'll probably sit in my shells for like ever.
I hear ya.
Like that's
Look behind me.
but whatever. So I like that. It was fun. It was good to spin. Same
I
as, well, I hadn't been spinning for like a good month or two, and it was
right.
crazy. So then I was thinking I want to make another sweater. Um, and I pulled out some fiber that I had cleaned last year at this time, I think for a newt. Here's my actually the sample skein I had to spin for it. Um,
Okay.
it's Virginia Keeper was the sheep's name. Um, Leicester Longwell and Cordell crossed with a Cordell. So it's got the sheen. It's like really lustrous, like BFL, and it's really nice. It's not. It's still soft, but it's not as soft as like Cormo, but like Cormo and Merino pill and stuff. So I want to see how this does in sweater form. I also like the shine to it. So I
Yeah,
pulled.
it's like super shiny. Like you can't see it, but if you look at Jessica's pictures, like on Instagram and whatnot, they're so shiny. Like her spun sample is shiny,
Yeah, it is. It
like
is like
shiny.
shiny. So I dyed it. So I was originally gonna do blue, like a gunmetal-y bluish color. That was my first thought. And then I was like, I have a lot of sweaters in that realm of color. Um,
Right.
so I wanted to break out and do something different. So I got out like a mustardy yellows. So this is the wool. I'm still carding it into bats.
That's crazy.
Um,
I think it reminds me of a golden snitch, like when you have it spun because it is so shiny.
It's so crazy. Well, I took it out, like I dyed it the one night and I had it like sitting over on the table and Gabe came to touch it and he's like, oh, because it was like wet and warm still.
Oh, yeah.
He's
That
like,
is a weird
it's a
feeling.
golden fleece. And I'm like, it is
Yeah.
fleece. But it was just kind of funny. So,
That
and then
hide you from your enemies.
I know. So here's the bat. I have about half of it done, but it's so pretty and soft.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to spin it. Um, But yeah, I had debated dyeing the wool first
Yeah. So,
or just spinning it. Um,
and then dyeing it.
and then dyeing it. And then I was like, no, I think I get sick of just spinning all the white because I did that for the sweater.
So that's what I'm debating with the Cormo, like if I should dye it when it's done, spun. But
Oh,
talk us through how you dyed the wool,
oh.
and because I would kind of like to do that myself. But anyway, talk us through how you do it.
So I have hotel pans, which are, you
Just
can't see
big,
my hands, big
like,
metal pans. They're about
yeah.
2 inch. I wish I had 4 inch ones, but whatever. I have the 2 inch ones. And I weighed out the loose fiber. I did about 4 ounces in a thing.
Okay.
And I first fill up, I have a bunch of hotel pans. I filled up one with warm water and I put it down, and with a little bit of, you could use like Dawn dish soap, just a tiny bit. I use oh, I forget what the stuff's called. I bought it. Like, soap makes fiber more wet. It like allows it to
Is it the Kookaburra soap thing?
no, no, I had used a scour to clean it. This was already clean, but it's just like when
No,
I
like the wool wash. I mean, like the
it
not
could
the
you could
scour, but the wool wash part.
that it like allows, I think like Snurb Yarn on Instagram, I think she did a post about it. Anyways, it like allows, like when you have a little bit of soap in the water, it allows it to become more wet, like quicker
Okay.
or something. Because sometimes,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've dyed wool before, but sometimes you like try and soak it in water and it still stays dry.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I put a little bit of that in there and have the
Wool problems. Just kidding. Anyways, go on.
so then I just set, like actually took the wool and I just like set it on top, and then I just very gently smushed it down under the water till it was all submerged and let it sit there for about 5 minutes to make
Okay.
sure it's all wet. And then I got my dye bath ready, which I used another hotel pan, and I put the acid dye in there, and I'm wearing my big old face masky thing, and I put citric acid, which makes it not smell all vinegary. I used to use vinegar all the time when I dyed. But citric acid is way easier. You just sprinkle some in there and then mix it up. And then I took it out. I wear gloves. I take it out of uh, the water and let it, I think I squish it a little bit, let most of the water come out, and I just transfer it down and plop it down and submerge it into the dyed water. And then I cover it with some plastic wrap, which I wish I had covers for my like hotel,
Yeah.
but I don't. And then I put it in the oven for like half hour to an hour, depending on how long it takes it to soak up the dye.
Like how? What temperature?
Like 250.
Okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I have some fleeces.
And then
Um.
the main thing is when it's done, you can check if the dye is all absorbed, because the water will be clear and all the dye will be in the fiber and not in the water.
Okay.
Check with like a clear glass or like a clear spoon, like a plastic spoon that I have for dyeing purposes. And then you let it sit in the water
To
and
cool down.
to
Yeah.
let it cool down, because if you mess with it while it's still warm, well, you could still get it warm and like spray it with really hot water, but that's just hard to deal with. So you let it cool down, and then I take it and I put it actually in this thing. This is like a colander.
Okay.
I think it's from the dollar store or something, but it's big and cheap. Um, put it in there and I spray it with the same temperature water. That is key. Um, to just rinse it out. Some people use wool wash. I don't, because after I spin it, I wash it again and I use wool wash then
Cool.
on the yarn. So I don't care. Yeah. And then I just usually I lay it out on my drying racks, but I just actually this time threw it on my dining room table with some old towels underneath it. It took a while to dry that way. I had to flip it a couple times, and then I like fluff it up while it's still wet. I kind of open it a little bit just to let some air get in there and kind of go like this.
Yeah. Did you use your spinning thing?
Oh yeah, the spin dryer. After you rinse it, you spin dry, which makes it dry way faster than
Yeah,
normal.
that's cool.
But yeah, that's
So that's pretty cool. Because I have a couple of fleeces that I probably should do something with,
mhm,
and they're just natural colors. So that's
yeah,
why I was wanting to know.
yeah,
And I'm sure I'm not the only person in this time of like staying at home that wants to do something with the fleeces that they've collected.
right.
So you can dye it if you don't want to spin it
Mhm.
natural.
I'm planning on dyeing some more up. I'll talk about it later, but I bought a pattern that has some color work, and I want to do that whole thing.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Because that's one of my most favorite sweaters is my Elizabeth Zimmerman sweater. That's a color work fair isle type thing
Yeah,
um, from a fleece.
that's very cool.
But yeah, so that's what I did. So I need to just finish carding up that stuff. Um, and I'm debating, well, what's the date? It's like the 10th.
Hmm.
I'm debating on waiting till May to start spinning it. Probably not. That won't happen. Um, I'll probably start spinning it before then. But maybe I'll see how much. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend to know anything.
Yeah,
For classes is, obviously what I'm trying to figure out.
yeah, which we totally dropped the ball. We were gonna do a planning podcast. We dropped that ball, and then we like haven't podcasted for like a month.
Here's the thing. We both started working outside the home and it makes
Yeah,
things so much crazier to like schedule.
it
We're
totally
like,
does.
we even were gonna pet was it yesterday or the day before? We're like, okay, we'll do it at this time. And then like it was 4 o'clock and I was like, oh crap, we forgot the podcast.
Yeah, and so Madison has started working, so a lot of nights like we're babysitting the baby.
Yeah.
So she works at the Dollar Tree, so they like serve food and stuff, or not serve food, but they have food and
Yeah.
like cleaning things, so they are still open. So she works there for right now because Wisconsin has just a shelter stay at home. I
Sa-
don't.
safer at home?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I forget.
Um. So yeah. But
Yeah.
anyways, we are on random things, but we should talk about binging first because that's in our order,
Okay.
and then we can go back to random things.
So we binged watched Tiny House Nation.
Oh, I love that show.
And
I love
I
it.
was like, I want to live in a tiny house. And I was like, I could
No,
do it. And then
no.
I like look at my wall of yarn and I'm like, I would need two tiny houses. I'd have one tiny studio for all
Yeah.
my yarny things. And then I'd have one that we like sleep and like eat in.
So watching that show, like I watched the first season a long time ago, and then the second season came out.
Oh, okay.
Um, so I watched that first one, and I just like love it. I'm like, I could do a tiny studio, like you said, like have it in my backyard. But I couldn't live in it because I was amazed by all the people who would. They're like, oh, we want to live tiny, we want to live tiny, and then they would walk in and be like, it's so small, and I'm like, seriously, you are wanting a tiny house, like
Yeah.
seriously, but
I
like I don't know, like I like it, but I think a lot of the people who do it, like they live in like warmer weather where they can have half of their house outside most
right.
of the year.
I was
So
gonna
like
say
if you live
that.
somewhere like Wisconsin or even Pennsylvania and it snows, you can't really be outside all the time.
No, I was gonna say like the ones that had like the outdoor areas, like I
Yeah.
could rock that. Or like some of the ones where their beds had like a foot of space above their face. I'm like,
Oh
no, I
no,
need
and
like
I hate those
those
loft
things.
rooms because I'm
I'm
like,
like, mm-mm.
when they were building those, I always said to Andy, I was like, what's the point of that? Like, you have to crawl into your bed. You can't get dressed in your room. I'm
Weird.
like, why not just build an extra 3 feet up so you can stand up in there?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, I know. It was just dumb.
But for
But
the
I
most
mean, a
part,
lot of it they're building so they can move it. So
right.
that is why they did those space constrictions.
Hmm.
But like the ones that were like just building and leaving it,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That
I
one
was just like,
with the bus. Did you see the bus?
oh, I loved that
Kids.
one.
I'm like, that's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah,
They had the awesomest like outdoor area with a huge like tarpy type
yeah,
thing. Yeah, that was a cool one.
that was cool. But yeah, I was just like, I love that show. But like, I watch it and I'm just like, I like all the like solutions of uh storage
Yeah,
and like how to like have things. But
maximize
I'm like, I
space.
don't. Yeah, I don't think I could live like I could do it for a vacation, but I couldn't live it.
I
I
don't
couldn't
know.
live
I am over stuff. Like it made me be like, I want to go through all my crap and just get rid of all the junk that I don't really want or need or use. Like I
Yeah.
don't
Well, so we just moved, so we kind of did that,
know. Yeah.
and so the stuff we have is the stuff we like, and there's stuff like I'll be looking for it, and I'll be like, crap, we got rid of it. So yeah. Anyways,
I talk a big
um,
talk, but yeah, we live in a big old house right now, so
go on with what else are you binging?
um
Sorry, that was a huge
no,
major side.
that's okay. So then not this past weekend, but the weekend before, um, I think it was right when we first started our lockdown. I was like, I'm gonna have a Harry Potter marathon. Like the kids were still sleeping, I think, and I was up on Saturday morning, and I'm like, I don't work today. I have off tomorrow. I'm I'm just gonna watch Harry Potter, and I don't care who wants to watch it because usually like someone's like, I don't like that. I don't want to watch that. Blah blah blah. And I was like, I don't care. So I just started it. I was watching like the first one and someone came downstairs. She's like, oh, I think it was Truman. He's like, oh, Harry Potter. So I was like, yeah, we're having a marathon. He's like, okay. So he like sat there and watched it with me. Um, and like the other kids would trickle down. Chloe had nothing to do with it. Um, but like they all watched. I think Gabe worked a day or two or like in between some of them. But it was fun. I watched 4 movies on one day and 4 movies the next. It was great. So that was just fun. And it was
That's
nice to not
fun.
do anything.
Yeah.
But other than that, I have caught up on Grey's Anatomy and Station 19. Um, we're not really watching anything else as if I'm trying to think. I don't know. Like
Well,
I work a lot.
I can give you ideas if you need
Well,
them.
I don't have a ton of time. Like I've been going to bed like when I've been working earlier, so I have to get up at 5.
Yeah.
Um, so like on the nights that I work the next morning, I go to bed at a decent hour. Like I used to be more of a night owl. I mean, I still could be, but I can't if I want to be up at that time.
Yeah.
Um, and then the days that I work, like I work today, um, I am usually like passing out by like 9 or 10. So like I just
Yeah.
don't have the time to watch things.
Yeah. 10 is the latest.
Um, but yeah, so we're still doing our Marvel marathon very slow and surely because every single one of us has to be home in order for us to watch that. And between Joe's and my schedules, we don't always have that. But next up is Doctor Strange.
Oh, that's a good one.
So we're getting closer to the end. Um, Chloe's very excited to watch Spider-Man because she loves Tom Holland,
That's hilarious.
which makes me laugh. Um, but yeah. Oh, we watched the new Onward movie,
Yes, we did too. That's
Frozen
so good.
2. Um,
Man, I
it
mean,
was
we watched it, but I was not excited for
I
it.
like Onward a lot. No, but I just think
Yeah.
it's cool that they're putting stuff on the streaming places because
Yeah.
of coronavirus.
Yeah. I
So
want to see Trolls too. The Rock one. Rock
when does
World
that
Tour.
come
I don't know, but that's one I'm looking forward to.
out? Okay. But yeah, other than that, I can't think of what else I've been. Oh, I was marathoning, not marathoning. I was binging Alias. I got the first 3 seasons from Jared, our brother. Um, I know you know that, but everyone else
I
doesn't.
know. I get it.
Um, but so I was like on the second season and like well, first of all, the DVDs don't work on the Xbox, which is what we use down in the living room to watch
Oh,
things.
that sucks.
Just don't work in it, and I don't know why. If they're like older or something, I don't know.
That's weird.
So I'm watching them upstairs, like an episode or two when I go upstairs to bed. But then all of a sudden, this second season that I'm watching, like it's glitching out, and I can't watch it. So I can watch it on nothing. So now I'm like pissed off because I'm like, I'm finally into it. I've been kind of wanting to see it for a while now. Like I haven't watched that show.
Mhm.
And it won't play on anything. So I'm like, do I need to buy the stupid DVD?
So I was just gonna say you could probably get a cheap DVD Blu-ray player for like $25 from Walmart
I guess.
and have it delivered, or Amazon Prime or something.
But I'd hate to do that and then it still not work. It wouldn't even work in my computer. Like I put it in and it makes like the funkiest noise. It's the weirdest.
That's weird. Is there scratches on it?
No, they're like perfectly good. It's the
Yeah,
weirdest
that's
thing.
weird. Um, that's really weird.
So yeah. Okay, you can. What are you binging?
So NCIS still. I'm on like the 14th or 13th season finally.
Okay.
I restarted Altered Carbon because they brought out a new season, but that's like adult MA rating because there's like blood and nudity and anyway, so I can't really watch that with like Bella around. So we've been watching Gilmore Girls a little bit.
We started that with the girls too.
And
sorry.
I have been watching The Walking Dead, like we're current on that. And Doctor Who, we're current on that. And then like The Magicians and Nancy Drew, I watch with, I don't watch it with anyone, but I watch it and I'm not really, but that's really good. And like, I'm caught up with that. Like it's a new CW show that's on. Like if you download the CW app, you can watch it. It's really good. I like it. It's like a scary, supernaturally like version of Nancy Drew, so I like it. It's older though, so like probably not Trudy or Chloe. But anyways, we have as a family watch Masked Singer. We usually forget that it's on Wednesdays, and so we watch it like today.
Okay.
So we've been watching that, and I've been watching 911, like the new one. I did watch all the Texas ones, and then I'm doing the 911 original one again.
Is there new episodes?
Yeah, they've had a couple of new episodes.
Ooh, then I'm not current on that because I had watched.
Yeah. So yeah, I would suggest watching that. And then we started watching Lego Masters just because we like the Masked Singer. So we started watching Lego Masters, and at first we didn't like it, but now we kind of do like it. I just like to see what they build with Lego. So it's pretty cool. But that's what I've been binging. I read a book called Junkyard Cats. It was like a free Audible thing. And it actually was really good. And then I'm in the middle of Knitting in the City. I actually probably only have like an hour left. It's Knitting in the City book 2. It's called Friends Without Benefits. They're like kissy books, but like they're knitting. And I'm just kind of annoyed with it, and I just haven't finished it. And I should just finish it, but I'm not in the headspace to finish it, if that makes sense. Like I can't deal with the stress of the non-existent stress of. Anyways, I just can't handle it. So I haven't finished it, but that's what I've been binging. But I was going to tell you things to binge watch. So for you to binge watch, one thing that was really good that I wasn't sure we would like, it was called The Circle, not the Brazil one, because that's you'd have to do a lot of reading. But there's like The Circle. It's just for American, like it was like America did it.
It's good.
And no, but it's good, like a social experiment type. I think like maybe Leah and Gabe could watch it, but it's like they put these people in this like apartment building, and they have to like only communicate with people via the social media circle thing. And then there's some that are going in there to catfish, and some that, I mean, there's just swearing in it. I don't remember. There's not like I don't know. But anyways, they're not allowed to talk to anyone outside, and then they have to like try and figure out who's there, and like then they get like social influencers. It was just really cool. Like I would say maybe watch a couple and see if you think that they could watch it. But I thought it was good to watch. Like it just shows like how much social media, how things can be so different. Like what you're doing on screen is different than anything. But it was like a social experiment type of thing. I thought that was good. But TV, like watching wise, I don't know. Like Madison and I started watching Downton Abbey on Amazon Prime,
I like that show.
and that's pretty good. Um, yeah.
I
But
had
like,
started watching Call the Midwife with the girls. It's so
yeah,
hard because Truby, like now everyone's home except for
yeah,
Gabe. Sometimes he
yeah,
works, so like I have to be able to have Trubin watch whatever or want to watch it or like it. You know, like
yeah.
always like
So I have on my in my
Labyrinth.
list to watch that Dragon Prince because I've heard that's really good.
There's another one, something about the kingdom. It's like a PG show
I
or
saw
something.
that.
It could look kind of fun for kids. I haven't watched it because the girls are like, meh,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like where everyone, you just gotta kind of be like, okay, we're just gonna watch this, and if you want to watch it, you can watch it. If you don't, you don't.
Right.
Yeah, because they're like all home now, so it's like. So we've been playing. So this isn't really binging, but it kind of is. I beat Pokemon Sword, which I got it for my birthday, which is January. So we beat that. So I sat there for like a couple of like days, like right at the beginning of the coronavirus thing. I just couldn't. I was just like, I just need time to like chill. So I just played it for like ever and beat it. So now I'm trying to catch all the Pokemon and waiting for the expansion pass. I think I might buy the expansion pass and then play that. But yeah. So then I've been playing that. So it's kind of like binging. And then I downloaded on our Switch. There's this game called Unravel. Like Unravel.
Yeah.
It was on the PlayStation 4 that we had it, and then we got rid of it. So then they had it for the Switch, Unravel 2. Um, so I have started playing that, but I kind of suck at it. Like I'm good at Pokemon, but I suck at the Unravel one. Like it's like you have to use all your fingers and all the buttons, and I'm just not good at those kind of games. Like, I mean, I'm getting better, but I'm just not a super game person. Like I don't play it much, but yeah. And then Madison got Animal Crossing, so we've been playing that.
The kids have been playing a lot of Minecraft together. Like two of them will play on the Xbox, and Gabe will play on his PS4, and Leah will play on her phone. So they're all playing.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's been kind of fun. And I sit there and knit or make dinner or whatever.
Yeah.
And Leah also got Sims for her birthday, so she's been playing that. And then she lets the other kids play it. But sometimes they get really mean when they play that, so I make them turn it off.
Yeah. Madison has Sims on her computer. She doesn't let anyone play it though.
Yeah, I was surprised. Leah,
not that she has time because there's a baby.
Right. But yeah, so that's what takes up some of their time. And then we've been playing. This is like going off of binging.
Okay, so we're kind of random this though.
We got Settlers of Catan.
Oh, that's a fun
game. So I've been trying to have like board game, not nights, but like time when we do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And walks and all that kind of jazz.
Yeah, that's nice of you because Alex is like, let's play board games. I'm like, yeah, no.
Well, it's hard. There's not that many of you.
Yeah. We did play this Quidditch Trivial Pursuit like game. I rocked it.
Fun.
Harry Potter one.
Have her. They should do the whole. They did Monopoly on FaceTime. Oh, yeah. That was funny the one time.
Yeah,
that could be fun.
So Bella actually has been having like online school, and like their school is doing it differently. Like they have to check in every hour, like period hour. So that's kind of frustrating. But they send out a survey for the parents to take, and we all took it. And I told them, like, do they really need to check in every hour? If they turn their homework in, they were obviously at school. Like, they need to be able to do it at their own pace because this is stressing them out. not only is it stressing the students out, it's stressing the teachers out and the parents out because they have to like set an alarm schedule on their phone,
Yeah,
all
that's
that
crazy.
stuff. And so then they were like, oh, we've seen like they are having too much screen time, so they gave them Friday off and Monday off. Like they shortened the week to 4-day week.
Weren't they not supposed to have it anyways because of Good Friday? And
No, because their spring break was last week.
we had that too, but I'm pretty sure they just don't have school today because it's Good Friday.
Oh, maybe. But they were saying so they're like doing it a little bit. They're changing it differently, and I just like in that survey that they sent home, I told them, I'm like, we did online schooling for a while, and this is what they had, and it was set up as an online school. If you have any questions about how it works, and then I linked them to the school because I figured they could talk to those people.
Yeah.
But I mean, because I'm like, why are you having them check in every hour, every period? Like that is so. Like I get if they're having like a live chat, that's fine. But like, yeah,
Not every single day, every hour. That's a little crazy. Yeah,
I know. Thank you. I thought it was like a little
my
much
kids,
too.
they get they have like an online, it's Haiku or Power School or Google, I forget. They have like every kid
Yeah,
school has a different thing, but they have like an
yeah,
online format where they go and they have like a list of their classes and what they have to do for the day and they have to turn it in. And then Leah has like, I don't know if it's every day or what, but she has a class that they Zoom, which is, you know, the video thing, like a lesson, like so he teaches, but their teachers are only allowed to do that for 30 minutes because otherwise it's too much. Like
really.
school has said, like you can only do a 30-minute video thing because some kids, because if parents are working or parents are like essential, then some of them have to watch their younger siblings or whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I think that's like the thing that's so crazy is like this is so like unprecedented. Like we don't.
It's crazy for everyone. It's crazy for the
Yeah,
teachers, for the administrators, for the kids, for the parents. It's just crazy. And I'm just kind of like, whatever.
yeah, because Bella keeps stressing about it, and I'm like, tell you what, I don't even care. If you don't do it, we don't care. It's not a big deal. Like I keep like stressing, it's not a big deal. It's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had a few meltdowns, but I'm like, just read what it says. If you don't understand it, email your teacher. I'm sure
Yeah,
they'll to help you out.
that's all
Like,
you can do. Like
come back
really.
later. Like, take a break. Go do this. Go. Let's go
Yep.
outside. Let's go play. Let's go draw a chalk. Let's blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like so crazy.
it really is. It's insane. But I'll tell you what, I am so irritated. Like, so I have 4 kids, and they each get emails from their like different teachers. Like, in the high
And you
school,
get it too?
like how many? Yes, but I get like so many emails a day, and I'm like, oh my god, stop! It's
Yeah.
um, but yeah. So I'm sick of the emails, and I somewhat skim them. I'm hoping I don't miss anything important.
I straight up delete them. I know that's horrible, but I'm just like, I only have one kid. So, like, I mean, I would probably read maybe Gabe's and Truby's, but the other ones I would just be like, they're responsible enough. They can do it
Well,
themselves.
Truman's teacher uses Class Dojo, which is really cool. It's an
Yeah.
app on my phone. So like
Yeah.
she just like has like a to-do list and he's done. He like makes me wake him up before I leave for work, which I would leave at 6:45. So I wake him up and he does school before it so he can be done and like do his own thing by like
That's
9:30.
cool.
And yeah,
That's a smart kid
most
there.
of them are like that. Gabe likes to sleep in. And then they're all like, well, we don't have school, so let us stay up late. I'm like, I have to work and I don't want to come home to you guys not doing like having to still do a full day of school. No, like you're going to bed at normal time so you can get up, do your school, and be done by the time I get home. Like,
Yeah.
not dealing with that.
Yeah. I'm totally the same way. Like, yeah. But, that's funny.
But yeah.
So on random randomness, like with all this happening, all my shows for the spring were canceled. So I did a bunch of updates
Yes.
on my Etsy store. So like you can see, I have um 2 tubs full of stuff that are just in my Etsy store now because I didn't have any shows to go to.
So go buy
It's
her
crazy.
things.
Yeah, go buy my things. But I actually paused my normal sewing because I have other shows coming up that hopefully won't get canceled. They're in the fall. But I've paused my sewing for a little bit, and I've been sewing like I think you saw me ironing face masks. So I made a couple, like 15 or 20 for work because at Starbucks we have to wear them now, which I totally understand. But I made a bunch and I took them in, and then everyone was like, "Those are great," blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, I'll make some and see if I can sell them just a little bit, just to like cover my costs.
Yeah.
And my time. So that's what I'm doing today. But then I made some for my sister, our sister Dawn. They live in Colorado, and Colorado, if you leave your house, you have to wear a mask. So, which is kind of what I've adopted myself and Madison. Like when she and I are the only ones that really leave. So we did that, and I made a mask for all of us to wear, like if we go somewhere. So I did like order online groceries to be delivered tomorrow. I was going to do pickup, but our Aldi doesn't do pickup. It just does delivery. So I was like, okay. So they're delivering tomorrow between 10 and 12.
So Aldi is right across the street from Meals on Wheels where I work.
Oh, yeah.
They had cones off, and I'm guessing they're limiting the amount of people that go in today because there was like a line. But I was like, now there's people like standing not 6 feet apart in line waiting to go in.
Yeah. So that's why I'm just going to order delivery because I really don't want to go in anywhere.
Yeah.
Madison was at work. So a lot of times I'll be like, hey, do you have this at the Dollar Tree? Can you bring that home? This or that. But then I like ordered a bunch of stuff on Aldi.
Yeah. Same with, I haven't been to a store in like 2 or 3 weeks. Gabe works at Piggly Wiggly, which I'm like,
yeah,
he's seeing all the people and touching all the things. Like, anyways, but like same thing. We'll be like, okay, buy this and this before you come home. And Joe's gone. Like, I think he did 2 trips. He went to Walmart because his mom needed to go and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
The last time I gave him a mask and I made his mom one, and I was like, wear these.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, like what I was saying. So I'm sewing masks today, and I like sent some to my sister, and then I tagged our sister-in-laws, see if they wanted some.
Oh yeah.
Lauren got back to me, and she said she wanted some. So I'm making.
I could have made her some. I'm like in the same city.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just asked because I already was sewing them, so I'm like threw some more in. So that's what I'm doing. I'm avoiding doing taxes. Yes, I'm that much of a procrastinator. It's 5 days before they're officially supposed to be turned in. But I told Bella if she would do the spreadsheet for me, because normally I give my taxes to a tax guy, but he lives in Pennsylvania, and now that we live in Wisconsin, that's not going to work. So I'm just going to do it myself. So I was doing my typical spreadsheet where I put all of my stuff in, and then I was just like, I hate this. So I'm like, I will pay you to do this. And she's like, okay. So, yeah. But really, I'm just like, I bought her wireless headphones, so she was going to work them off. So she's working it off by doing a spreadsheet for me as I sew, because I'm like, I don't feel like doing anything but sewing right now because that's my creative outlet right now. But yeah.
Fun. Yeah, I've made a few masks too. I made it for our family, made some for Dad and Mary, and then
oh, good. I was going to see if they needed some.
Someone at work. I didn't give it to him yet. I just asked him last night if he wanted one. Someone at work like saw the picture I posted, and I was like, "Yeah, I just made some." And she's like, "I wish I could sew." I'm like, "Do you want some?" Like, I made a few extra, so I'm gonna bring her some on Monday.
Yeah. So I stopped at. Normally, I don't go out anywhere when I'm not working, but I had made some for work for the people that I work with. And one of the ladies that I work with, she's worked for Starbucks for like 20 years or so. And she was like, I have some old aprons. Can you make them into a mask for me with the like sign? I'm like, sure. So she wanted me to come pick them up. So I went in and picked them up and got coffee while I was there, which is, I'm sure why you saw that. Normally I don't go out when I'm not not working because I stay at home. But it was just drive through anyway, so it's crazy.
So I'm so bummed. Our state parks are closed. Well, 40 of them, but the ones that are by us are closed.
Yeah, that is crazy. Like I understand it though, but it's still a
I
little
don't. It's
crazy.
stupid people who were go there and were like trashing it
Yeah.
is why.
Or like hanging out on the playgrounds and stuff like that, like the surfaces that can't be cleaned.
I know. I'm like really irritated because like we were going there and walking on the boardwalk and in the trails and stuff, and it was fun.
Yeah.
And now we can't go. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of pissed.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. So it's a lot of crazy things going on right now. Oh, so I have linked in our show notes, um, and also on my Facebook page, there's a free pattern through Monday. It's this really cool shawl. I downloaded it,
Bye.
and um, it's like a geometric, like, let me see if I can find a link to it. So I linked it to, and if you just click on the link, they she has in the description like the pattern to use. So it's called the Cinephone geometric shawl. I don't know. I can't pronounce it, but let's see.
Well, that's fun.
Isn't that cool looking? So I was thinking that would look cool with like different colors too. Like this is just in black and white, but if you use like anything, that'd
Yeah.
be cool. Or like a self striping yarn. Let me see if I can show you the picture. Oh, here's the long way. I think that's not black and white. It's gray and black, but
Close enough.
that looks really cool though. Like with
Physical.
it all, it looks like it's maybe triangular. I don't know. Like it looks a little bit trapezoidish. I don't know.
Okay.
Let me see. I don't know, but it looks pretty cool. So it's free until Easter Monday. So I linked it to our in our show notes because when you have free patterns, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So any other randomness to talk about?
Yes. Andrea Mowry, speaking of patterns, yesterday, I think, had her 5th year anniversary of designing and
Ooh,
was offering up 50% off of all her patterns. So I bought
ooh, that's cool.
3 sweater patterns.
That's
Um,
awesome. Which patterns did you buy?
I got throwback, nurtured, and the oxbow cardigan. All I think will look fantastic with handspun. Which a
So do
lot
you
of
have pictures of them?
no, I just
Oh,
linked to them. But yeah,
I'm gonna have to click the link.
I probably could have. Throwback is like a cardigan that has like the color work. Um, nurtured is a cropped one that's just kind of textured, almost not garter,
Oh,
but kind
yeah,
of.
that looks
And
cool.
then ox, it's kind of like a just a throw on sweater. I don't know.
So if you click on in Google Docs, this is a new thing that I didn't know that. If you click on the link, it brings up the picture. So I don't even have to like click to it to
That's
go.
cool.
But we'll have those linked in our show notes. So, oh, I like that Oxfam one.
Yeah, I saw that pattern. I think because I follow her on Instagram. Um, I forget even how many months ago, like I saw that pattern and like it wasn't even released yet. And I've always liked that sweater, so I'm excited about it. But I think it would look great and hands fun.
So I'm showing,
And I'm sticking to it.
I am screen sharing right now. So there's the Oxbow one.
Yes.
That's really cool. And then let me see if I can, the
Ooh,
nurtured one.
see our fancy show notes.
They're so fancy.
Yeah, and that
So
was
there's the nurtured. That's really cute.
I know. And I don't know about the whole crop thing, but people say it's in.
I made a cropped one, but I hardly ever wear it. Ooh, that's pretty too, the
And I like
throwback.
that one a lot. That's what I
Yeah,
was
that's
talking
really
about
good.
dyeing fleece for and spinning for. It just looks like a good
Yeah,
classic cardigan.
yeah, that's a cool one. Okay, we're done screen sharing. That's a cool feature that we can do. So I was like, let's use it. So
Fun.
those are cool patterns.
Yeah. I think that's all I wrote in the show notes. I don't know. We've been going lots of walks, bike
Yes,
rides. We got hailed on yesterday. Hailed like snowed on.
that's
Like
crazy. Yeah, it was so weird. Like so, like what
beautiful
yesterday?
out.
It was like 80 degrees the day before, and then yesterday it's like raining and hailing and snowing, and
Snowing. Yeah. I'm like, this is so Wisconsin.
it is so crazy.
Um, but yeah. Yeah. So we're just trying to do lots of stuff outside.
Yeah, and so we will try to podcast again.
We
We
will
sorry that we
podcast
totally
again.
suck. Maybe we can like schedule it, and then if we go live, because with this um StreamYard app, you guys can watch and comment at the same time. I think I have to figure out how that works.
All right.
Um, so live viewers can comment, and then we can have questions and stuff. I don't know if that sounds like something you guys would be interested in. Let us know, and we'll figure it out.
And maybe if there's a better time. I think I'm
Yeah,
usually done working by like we could always do a 2 o'clock type of thing.
yeah, yeah. So I know like my old knitting group from Pennsylvania. Hey guys, if you watch, they have been doing a bunch of Zooms. Like normally we would get together on Monday night
Hmm.
and knit at Barnes and Noble, but they can't get together now. So then Angie, my one friend, she was like, "Oh, I'm doing that. You should come." And so she's been sending me links, and I keep missing them because I forget. But they did a random chat like yesterday, just because everyone's home, and then Pennsylvania just like they closed, said schools are closed for the rest of the year, like they're not going to be going back ever. So then
I have a feeling that's the way we're gonna go.
yeah. So then like chat then they had like a chat last night and I missed it because Aspen had his shots yesterday, so we were kind of like, when babies have their shots, they are not happy. So and Madison was working like because she had her scheduled to get shots the other day, but like the way that the doctors is doing it is they're only having certain days and they schedule them so like there's only one person in the waiting room basically at a time.
Oh,
So she went in and they had to reschedule her appointment, so she was actually ended up working yesterday. So it was a little crazy, but we got through it, and he's happy and healthy. He like gained double his birth weight. He's
she's so
so big.
cute. I love it.
Yeah, he has like chunky cheeks, and he's like sitting up better and everything. So I'm excited for when he'll be able to like sit up and crawl and all that fun stuff. Except for like if he starts crawling, we're gonna have to like start get
Baby.
skates.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. But anyways, we are just like randomly talking. So we will let you guys go. Thanks for sticking in that long. We will see you guys next time. Have a great day.
Easter. Happy Easter.
Oh yeah, happy Easter. I forgot. Bye.
Bye.